welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I'd love it if you could subscribe, and if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So today's video is going to be the products that came into my collection in November. Now going forward, next year I'm going to be doing this a little bit differently, mainly because I'm trying not to buy a lot of things coming into the next year. I'm not going to put myself on like a no buy or a low buy, because when I start to constrict myself like that, I usually find myself buying more stuff. So I'm just trying to cut down on spending and also buying makeup products, and specifically makeup products, because I have so much that I really don't need any. I'm not, like I said, going to put myself on a low buy or a no buy, because I always don't stick to it. What I'm going to do, because I haven't even said yet what I'm going to do, I am going to be combining my empties and products that came into my collection, which could end up being a long video. And the reason I'm doing this is because starting in January, I'm hoping to be able to get 2 videos up a week. Now sometimes I do get 3 videos up and other times 2 a week, but I am trying going forward to at least try and have 2 videos up a week. It just works with my schedule. I'm so busy. I do have a full-time job. YouTube is just my hobby and I love it, I really do, but when my life is really hectic, I find myself getting stressed about things I shouldn't really be getting stressed about when it comes to this. So I'm going to be just a little bit nicer to myself and just try and not set too many ambitious goals, because I know it's just going to get way more busier next year. I've already rambled on so much and I've not even started yet. So what I'm going to do is I'll start with my Cohorted box like I usually do, and then I will go on to the products that I brought into my collection that aren't through subscription boxes. I'm not going to lie to you, there is quite a few this month. I got suckered into quite a few mystery boxes and some Black Friday deals. Not too many Black Friday deals, but I did get sucked into a few. So this may be a long video. I'd recommend going to get a drink and let's just make a start, shall we? So I'm going to start with my Cohorted like I usually do. I think what I'm going to be doing next year as well is just showing you the stuff I'm going to be keeping as well from my boxes. Usually with Cohorted I do keep a lot of the products in this box because I do find I really enjoy the boxes, but I already have put, I think, at least one thing from this box into a box for my sister for Christmas. I usually just always do her like a little box full of different like skincare, sometimes makeup, body care, hair care, and I just give that as an extra gift. I don't give it as part of like her gift. And there is one thing from here that I've put in there. So with Cohorted, I've noticed that they are now starting to do more brand themed boxes, which I enjoy. I think December's box isn't a brand themed one. I can't think what it is, but it's not a brand themed one. It's got a bunch of different brands in it. But this box, which was November's box, was Pestle and Mortar. Now, I've tried a few things from this brand from Cohorted and have really enjoyed it. There was one this year which was the Pestle and Mortar Lightweight Moisturiser. I really enjoyed that. So I was happy to see that this November box was going to be full of this brand. So I'm just going to show you really quick the first thing, which is a perfume. We do occasionally get perfume samples in Cohorted, and this one's the Prada Paradox. I think it looks like this. I mean, I will keep this. I always like getting perfume samples so I can try new perfumes. However, I do think I found my signature scent now. It is Arizona Bloom by Floral Street. I love that scent. I love the way it smells on me. I've had so many compliments when I've worn it, when I've had little samples like that. So I have put it on my wish list to my boyfriend to get me for Christmas, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I've got. The first thing, I'm just going to pull out the products. The first thing is the Pestle and Mortar Pure Hyaluronic Serum. And this one is a 30ml. So I think I've had a serum in my last box when I got one. When I got some Pestle and Mortar products. It'd been this one maybe. I don't think it was this big. I'm going to keep this because I don't know whether this is the one I've tried. So the next product is a Fan Misting Facial Spritz. So I do like to have these in my collection, so in the summer months when it gets a bit warm and I feel like my skin needs that bit of hydration, I usually spray products like this. So this is what it looks like. Let me just have a read. So it does say use AM and PM, close eyes and spritz over cleanse skin. It's not usually a step I do, but I may put this as part of my skincare routine or keep it just for the summer months so I can spray it for that bit of hydration. The next thing is the Illuminating Lightweight Gel Cleanser. I was excited when I saw this in the box. I haven't opened any of the boxes, so it's taking me forever to get into them. So I was excited when I saw this because, like I mentioned earlier, I did use the lightweight moisturiser and thoroughly enjoyed it. So I'm looking forward to trying the Illuminating Lightweight Gel Cleanser as well. So it just looks like the moisturiser. I will keep you posted on what I think to that. The next product is a multitasking eye cream. When products say they're multitasking or multi-purpose, I'm just like, I just don't think I'm going to like it. I just don't usually like products that are multi-purpose. I much prefer something that has a specific purpose. That's just me. But this is an eye cream. I mean, I have plenty of eye creams in my collection, but I haven't tried an eye cream from this brand, so I wanted to keep it. And then the last thing that I kept from the box is the Pestle and Mortar Vitamin C 2-phase serum. This is what it looks like. I'm not quite sure about this. So it says use one pump and apply to cleanse face in the morning. Avoid the lip and eye area. But with vitamin C, once you open it, do you have to put it in the fridge? Is this the one that you have to put in the fridge? Now I don't have like a skincare fridge or anything like that. I just have my fridge that I keep my food in. But either way, I was curious. I wanted to try it and see what I thought. But I mean, I love the packaging of these products. They're so simple, but also at the same time, just really nice. I like them. So that was everything from my Cohorted box. I was really happy with this box. I was excited to try more products from this brand. One thing I will say as well is I did decide to get back Discovered Beauty. I haven't had it for a few months and realised how much I miss it. It is a box that includes like small businesses, but also does sometimes have big businesses, but the box brand itself, which is Discovered Beauty, is also a small business. So I really wanted to subscribe again because I did miss it. Now let's talk about the stuff that's come into my collection. So it isn't all from the same site. I did buy a couple of things from Beauty Bay in 2 separate orders, and then I also have something from Beauty Box by Tammy, which over here in the UK is a place where you can buy like Colourpop and things like that without having to pay the custom charges and things like that. So I'm not going to do it in any particular order because I can't remember in the order that I bought this stuff. I think a lot of the stuff in this box I bought the first 2 weeks of November, and then I think there's a couple of products that I saw on Black Friday that I wanted to buy. So starting at the top, I picked up a couple of BH Cosmetics palettes. Now, I have been eyeing these on Beauty Bay for so long and just kept going, no, I don't need them, no, I don't need them. And I still don't need them. But I heard that BH Cosmetics has been taken over by Makeup Revolution, is it? Don't quote me on that. I think I've just heard somebody say it. I don't know whether these palettes are the one, like an old formula from BH Cosmetics, or these are the new formula. So the first palette is the Weekend Vibes Mimosa palette. I've had my eye on this for so long, and it went out of stock quite a few times on Beauty Bay. Then it came back in stock. I think I got this for just over £11, I think. I don't think it was that expensive at all. I think these usually retail for about £18. And I just love the colour story on it. I'm really sorry about the reflection. I've got my ring light on. But I've just always been drawn in. Like these are very me colours. Really neutral. Pops of pinks. I love my pinks. I just really wanted this palette. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy it for myself as a little treat. I could have quite easily bought quite a few of the palettes because there was also Lost in Los Angeles that I was tempted by. I've been gravitating towards quite a few colourful palettes, or palettes that I wouldn't usually reach for in the last few months, and I I was tempted by that one, but I didn't buy it because I thought 2 palettes is already more than enough. The next one is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Vibes Bellini palette. This is the blush palette. I've seen so many people put this in a project. I was always envious because I loved the way that this looked, and when I saw it was back in stock, this was the main reason I bought this palette as well. If it was just this palette, I think I would have done what I usually do. I think I would have just closed the tab and not bought it, but because I saw this was back in stock, I was like, that is coming home to me. And this one was below £10 as well. I got a really good deal with this. I was really pleased. So this is what it looks like. I have over 100 blushes in my collection, and I've just added another 6 to it. I'm going to be doing a inventory video at the start of January, and I can tell you my blush inventory has gone up stupid amounts. It really has, but I'm just drawn towards eyeshadow palettes and blushes. They're the 2 things for me that I just have so much in my collection. They're my 2 things I just love to buy. So I'm really happy I've got 2 of these. I've already got 2 other BH Cosmetics palettes. I've got the Blueberry Muffin and the Barcelona one. I can't think of what you call it right now. So I'm really happy to add this one to my collection, and I'm very, very happy to be adding this one as well. Okay, the next thing, again, I've had my eye on since it got released, and I just thought, you know what, treat myself, I'm gonna buy it. So I picked up the ABH, this, I don't want to butcher that, but there's the name of it. I fell in love with the colour story on this. When I showed my sister that I'd got this, she was like, oh, I wouldn't have picked that up for you. I wouldn't have thought that you would have liked that colour story. But my tastes have changed a lot this year, and I think it's because I've pushed myself out of my comfort zone and realised actually these colours do look okay on me. Previously I would have just shied away from a lot of colours like greens and blues, things like that, but I've played with a lot of them this year and I've really enjoyed the looks I've done. This is what it looks like, and this is what it looks like inside. Oh, I love it. It's a very random like pop of lilac in this palette, but I just loved all of the colours in here. I've got pops of green, some neutral colours, and then that pop of lilac. I just loved it, and I was tempted to get the Urban Decay green, is it greens palette? I can't think what you call it, but this one had a few more neutral colours in it. I think the other one was predominantly just green eyeshadows, which I mean I would still like that. There's actually a couple of Urban Decay palettes I have my eye on that I might keep an eye on like after Christmas sales, because I would really like them. But I thought if I had to choose, this one was the one I wanted to buy first. I'm so happy I have that in my collection. Okay, and then I think the other things came from mystery boxes. So I got 2 mystery boxes, one from Beauty Bay and then one from Beauty Box by Tammy, and it was a Juvia's Place mystery box. It was on incredible deal. And I know Juvia's Place is a very controversial brand, but I have wanted to try some of their products, so I thought with the good deal of the mystery box, I thought that's the best opportunity to try it. I'm going to start with the Juvia's Place mystery box first. I think there was 4 items in the mystery box, and I've put one of the products in my sister's box for, like I mentioned earlier, Christmas. And then I have 3 other products. So the first one is an eyeshadow palette. I brought in a lot of eyeshadow palettes this month. I was secretly hoping I was going to get the pink one, because I have had my eye on that one. Not the bright pink palette, even though I'd have been happy with that as well, but the more muted down pink palette. I ended up getting the Taupes palette. Taupes? I think that's how you say it. and this is what it looks like. Now, I don't usually wear colours like this, but I want to keep it because I'm interested to see what I think to this formula, and I will make these work. It's not something I wear often, but I am for pushing myself out my comfort zone, so I am curious to see what I think to these shades. I think sometimes I'm just worried that it's going to make me look like I've got a black eye. I will see what I think, and if I don't enjoy it, I will just pass it along. I then have the Juvia's Place lip balm. So it looks like this. And this is papaya. I don't know if that is the flavour scent. But I am always in need of lip balms. You can never have enough lip balms in my opinion. And then the last thing is a brow gel, and this is a clear brow gel, and again I use brow gels daily. My brow gel I usually use is a tinted brow gel, but if I'm using a brow pencil I can then just put this brow gel on top to set my brows. And like I said, with it being clear, you can't really go wrong. So those are the 3 things I got in the mystery box. I am a bit of a sucker for a mystery box, I'm not going to lie. I know some people don't buy them because they're not really sure what they're going to get and whether it's going to be something that they will like. But for me, I'm quite happy and open to try anything. So that's why I think I love mystery boxes so much. You'll just get a random selection of different products. So the last mystery box and the last set of products I'm going to be talking about today came from a Beauty Bay mystery box. So there were 11 products in this mystery box. So I think I paid £30, if not maybe 35, and I thought that was pretty good value. Now, all of the products in the box were by the brand Beauty Bay. They weren't like other brands sold on Beauty Bay. The first thing was the Skin Hit Protecting Serum for shielding and reinforcing skin. I haven't tried any skincare from this Beauty Bay range. I have tried a blush from the Beauty Bay brand, like makeup side, that I wasn't a massive fan of, but I haven't tried any of the skincare, so that was the first thing. I then got a makeup brush, and this one is the Bake Off Angled Powder Brush. So I haven't opened any of this stuff or used any of this stuff yet because I like to film this video and then put it all away, but I will keep this. I always love getting new brushes. And then the rest of the stuff that I kept from the mystery box is all makeup. So the first thing, I did actually open this one. I was just so curious to see what this is going to look like. So this is the Shadow Stick, and it's like the Dumbo line. Is it Dumbo? Like there's like a Disney collection and it's Dumbo Sky, and it's, I was thinking, I'm not sure what colour this is going to be or what it's going to look like. It's a blue, and this is what it looks like. I have no idea what this is going to be like, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to keep it, I'm going to try it. If I don't like it, it's not the end of the world, I can just pass it along. But I did try the blush from the Alice in Wonderland collection, and that was what I wasn't a massive fan of, so I'm not sure, but I do love Dumbo. I think so cute. And then I also got another one of the palettes from the Disneyland, and this one is the Jungle Book palette. I was never a massive fan of Jungle Book growing up, but that was just me. I used to watch reruns of The Crystal Maze on TV when I was little, so yeah, I just, out of all Disney movies, Snow White is my favourite. I absolutely love that, but I just wasn't a massive fan of the Jungle Book. But this is what the palette looks like, and then the inside looks like this. Never in a million years would I ever have bought this, because I just know that I just wouldn't use colours like this. But again, I'm trying to push myself out my comfort zone, so I thought this is a fun palette, different pops of colour, and I love the look of this shade here. So yeah, I thought I'm going to keep it. I was tempted to maybe give it away, but I decided in the end I am trying to get away from doing that. I want to at least give the product a go to begin with before I declutter it onto someone else. So that is another one of the products. The next product is a matte lipstick, and this one is in Freckle. So I did have a matte lipstick before, and it was a red one, and I didn't like the way that it felt on my lips. So I'm not sure what I'm going to think to this one, but I'm definitely going to give it a go. I may like this one more than I did the red. What I found with the red one is it seemed to just move really easily. So like if I'd eaten something, I'd have like a bit of like red lipstick down here. But this one isn't such a vibrant colour, so it may not be that bad. So I wanted to give that one a go. I then got a lip gloss, and this one is in the shade Candy. Definitely a lip gloss colour up my street. I mentioned in a update recently to one of my projects that I'm still not a massive fan of lip gloss. Now let me rephrase that. It's not that I'm not a fan of them, because the ones I've tried recently from like Pat McGrath and Fenty I think are incredible lip glosses. But for me, I think I just much prefer to just put lipstick on. But I wanted to keep it. I wanted to give it a go and see what I thought. And then the last thing, which when I saw this, I was like, oh my god. I was nervous. Because I got one of the big Beauty Bay palettes in Bright. Like I said, I shy away from anything that is bright colours or anything like that. This is the size of my head. I really wasn't sure whether I was going to keep this. I feel like that's a running theme with a lot of stuff I've said here. But when I opened this, there was just something about this palette that I was like really drawn to, which surprised me. So this is what it looks like. I don't have a palette like this in my collection. I have colourful palettes in my collection, but just not something that has all of the colours that you will ever need for like a bright look, or even just a neutral one. You've got like some neutral colours down here at the bottom. I fell in love with it, and I was like, I'm going to keep it. I never thought I would love a colourful palette, but this one, look, is just so fun. I have had my eye on the Berries palette, you know, the big, is it the 42 one, like this one? But I haven't bought it because I already have the Berries palette in the smaller size. It's like the 12 pan one. But I have seen it on sale, like half the price. So I may be tempted to pick that one up. I might not even be able to get it now anyway, because the deals have all gone now. But I might keep an eye on it between Christmas and New Year, because I may be able to get a good deal on it then. So that is everything. That is a lot of products that have come into my collection this month. More than I think I thought they would be. But now I've sat down and filmed this, I'm like, I've been here for nearly 35 minutes talking about products that have come into my collection. I'm hoping that next year I am going to be a little bit better with my spending, especially with everything going on here at the moment in the UK with the cost of living. I need to be a bit more savvy with my spending. And like I said, I have so much makeup that I will have makeup for years to come that I really don't need anymore. So I'm really hoping I'm going to be a little bit better next year with spending. But I'm not going to say I'm not going to buy anything, because I know I will. I just don't want to be bringing in this amount of makeup each month. I'm trying to project plan to get stuff out of my collection, not just hoard more. I did really well last month, so you know, you're going to have good months, you're going to have bad months, but I'm happy. I'm happy either way. I've got some really nice stuff that's come into my collection. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I feel like I've been so rambly and just all over the place. I hope you don't mind. I've also had my hair done. I had it done yesterday, and I love it. I also feel like my head feels so much lighter because I've had it cut as well. It was down to, I think, about here. And I just didn't like the length of it, because for a long time I've had my hair quite short, like either here or like this length. So I feel a little bit like me again. I am going to stop rambling now and I will let you go. And if you haven't subscribed already, please do. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.